Would you like to know why nearly everyone fails the enterprise architect interview? If so, this video is for you. Hi, my name's Mike Gibbs. I'm an enterprise architect with a little over 25 years experience. I've interviewed over 6,000 people in the course of my career. And in today's video, we're going to talk about why most people fail that enterprise architect job interview and don't get hired. And I want you to be hired on your next enterprise architect interview. So I'm going to tell you the mistakes that people make so you don't make them. So one of the bigger reasons people don't get hired on the enterprise architect interview is they don't have the ability to demonstrate good stakeholder management and good stakeholder leadership. So they don't have the ability to show influence, for example, how they would influence stakeholders. They don't show their leadership or management skills, and they fail to communicate the architecture or the business value of an architecture to a C-suite in business terms. Now, the source of this is Nueda, and they've studied this, and it's fairly similar to what I've actually seen in my career. Now, the next reason people actually fail the interview is actually related to communication skills and lack of them. So when we interview someone and they give us this overly technical ivory tower explanation that feels like it read out of an engineering textbook, this is usually not someone we're looking for. We're looking for someone that has the ability to communicate ideas clearly to non-technical executives. And most people fail to prove that on the interview. Most people that apply for these enterprise architect roles are failing the interview because they struggle with storytelling or simplifying architectural complexity. And Information Week has been the source of this. Now, another challenge that we find, which is reasons we don't hire an enterprise architect, is it feels like they've got weak ability to align the business and the technology team. So if the person can't link architectural decisions to architectural capabilities or strategy, and when we interview them, they can't prove that, we typically can't hire the person. We can't hire the person that's tech focused. We need to hire the person that's business focused. So weak business IT alignment is usually one of the bigger reasons people fail the architecture interview, and that's also noted in Information Week. Now, another one is quantifiable impact. Many of the people that are coming in for enterprise architecture interviews cannot articulate metrics like cost savings, the business value of agility, risk reduction, what have you. They have lack of evidence-based results from prior architectural efforts. They may talk in depth about what the tech was, but not be able to describe the value gleaned by the business. Their source of that is LinkedIn. Now, the next is really enterprise architecture and the way we approach things and frameworks of enterprise architecture. So just knowing a framework without understanding how to apply it and where it fits in is not going to impress anyone on an ability. So you have to be able to explain how a framework might guide decision-making or be part of your digital transformation process. Most people just don't have the depth in architectural knowledge, architectural governance, architectural modeling, and the source for that is Teal HQ. Now, the next reason, and it's a bigger reason than you would think, is lack of motivation and lack of cultural fit. The person can't explain why they want this role. They can't align their personal and career goals with business objectives. So if a person seems culturally misaligned to the organization or they lack leadership abilities, they're typically passed on for enterprise architecture roles. So 85% plus of enterprise architecture candidates fail the interview because they lack stakeholder alignment or business alignment. Now that's a pretty big number. The top rejection reason on interviews is for enterprise architects is the failure to be able to demonstrate measurable business value or leadership impact. The key here to remember in any kind of enterprise architect role, it's an executive role, and you have to be able to show strategic and the ability to execute. So go in there. Now you're prepared. You know exactly what to show on your next architecture interview. You need to be able to show your ability to lead and manage and influence key stakeholders. Do that, and you won't be one of the people that fails because of that. Make sure your communication skills are excellent. I got executive communication skills training in my enterprise architecture career, and make sure that you get that, so you can communicate succinctly like an executive and properly in business terms. Be able to show that you're not just a techie, that you have tech knowledge and business knowledge, and you understand that enterprise architecture is about aligning people, processes, and technology. And be able to talk about whatever measurable impacts you've had in the previous roles, not just the tech. And really get an understanding of enterprise architecture frameworks, not the frameworks so specifically themselves, but how you use these frameworks and how they're applied to your digital transformation project, and of course, understand them as well. And be able to show how your cultural fit, how you're motivated, and why you want the job, and what you can do for the employer. That's the secret to winning the enterprise architect interview. If you'd like to become an enterprise architect or a cloud architect or an AI architect or a security architect, we have architecture programs that will teach you the entire career and 100% of the skills. We also hold completely free architecture webinars, and we hold one every week, sometimes once a week, sometimes twice a week. And in that, we will go over various architecture careers like the enterprise architect or the cloud architect or the security architect or the AI architect. We'll talk about what we do. We'll talk about all the skills you need and everything you need to do to get your first job in any of these architecture roles. And it's completely free. You can sign up for this free webinar in the description of this video. While you're in the description of this video, we've got a lot of things to help you in your cloud architect, enterprise architect, security architect career, like guides on how to win the interview, for example, or guides on how to become an enterprise architect or an AI architect or a cloud architect. So guys, go sign up for some. They'll be emailed to you, and they're completely free. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell to be notified of new videos to assist you in your IT architecture career. This is Mike Gibbs signing off for now, but I hope to see you in a free webinar, live and free on Zoom, where we can meet face-to-face, and I can get to meet you and know you, and hopefully guide you on your architecture journey. This is Mike Gibbs signing off for now, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Take care.